Hello everyone, it's Krajek and today I would like to show you really dope strategy in War Legends. It's called the Swordsman Rush and it lets you win games in even less than 5 minutes. I will show you three examples because the last few days I was having so much fun using this strategy. It's so fast, uh, but come on, I will show you. Let's go to my history and I will show you a few examples how to properly execute this strategy. Okay, let's go here. 5-minute game, let's go. Just to let you know, to properly execute this strategy, there are few conditions, but let's get into it. First of all, it's not a good strategy to be used like all the time against all of the enemies. I didn't even use it anytime in 2v2 or 3v3 battles, but I strongly recommend it in 1v1 battles when you fight weaker opponents. Of course, you never know if opponent is weaker, but you just look at elo. And of course, few conditions that I was talking about. First of all, map has to be small. And second condition, wood line, you can see, has to be very close to the castle because we don't want to build a sawmill. So let's move on. First, the second thing, you don't need 4 workers on the gold mine because with three workers, the income is more than enough for this strategy. So we want to have 3 workers on wood, 3 workers on gold, and as soon as you've got 3 workers on wood, you would like to use the spell to make workers gather wood even faster. You just build barracks and farm, and as soon as you build a barrack, you start producing swordsmen, and you want to place the gathering place as closest to the enemy base as possible. When you've got enough wood, you're going for the second barrack near enemy base, but you have to keep that in mind that you need to produce soldiers, swordsmen, all the time from your base. So you don't waste time and keep the flood of swordsmen to enemy base. As soon as your second barrack is ready, you can go in to enemy base and look how the situation looks like. The key point here is that you don't stop looking at your base. You need to build the dwarf forge because the next point in this strategy is to build a tower as soon as possible in enemy base. Okay, so we've got 2 barracks, and keep that in mind that you need to produce soldiers all of the time from both barracks. The key point here is to destroy enemy barracks, because as soon as you destroy the buildings that produce troops, the game is over. But usually people surrender as soon as they see that tower has been built in their base because it's totally OP. For the first troops, when you've got castle level 1, as soon as the tower goes up, it's usually game over in this strategy. But sometimes I will show you it's even faster because people usually resign when they see that you're coming to their base with, for example, 3 swordsmen, and they don't have any because they wanted to boom, to gather resources, to build their base, and they don't care about the troops. I will show you one game. Yeah, this is the one. 2 minutes. I will show you my history later, but I played like 6 or 7 games with this strategy, and I didn't lose any game. but I didn't have like opponents over like 6k elo. Okay, so wood line is very close. Let's speed it up. Like I said, 3 workers on gold, 3 workers on wood. And then when we have 3 workers on wood, we place the spell. So because in this strategy, we need a lot of wood. Gold is not that important because we need a lot of buildings. Okay, so barracks are done. We need to make a farm, start producing soldiers. As soon as barrack is up, you start producing swordsmen. Now we go with the farm. Let's speed it up a little bit. When farm is ready, we just wait for resources to go as soon as possible for the second barrack near the base, enemy base. Okay, we start producing all of the time soldiers. And here we can see that I built a barrack in the field of view of enemy, and he saw that there are already 2 soldiers attacking his buildings, there is already barracks near his base, and he didn't have even 1 soldier, and that's GG. If people know how to resign, they usually surrender. This strategy, like I said, is like not recommended for players with higher elo, and I wouldn't really recommend it against dark forces. Because goons, the basic troop for dark forces, is a lot stronger than a swordsman. It's got more HP, more attack, and swordsman usually loses 1v1, and dark forces usually produce skeleton archers very fast. So it's not easy to win a game like this. But I had one game like that, and I would like to show you it. I don't know if it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. And I will point out here one mistake that I made. Here you can see that wood line is not that close, but in this case it's better to do the sawmill. But like I said, mostly recommended is when a wood line is really close to the castle. But what I would like to also show you in this game. I went forward with 1 worker to build barracks. And what happened is that worker selected to build that building was sent from my base. So I just lost a lot of time to do that. So the strategy is as usual. You can see 3 on gold, 3 on wood. We're starting building all of the buildings, producing swordsmen, and here I go forward with a worker, but unfortunately, what will be done, it's a worker from a base that is selected. So for the future, first wait for resources, then place a building, and you will save a lot of time. And like this strategy, if enemies are defending well and they don't surrender fast, the first step is to float with swordsman. When that is not like getting you as a win, you see that it's not enough, you place a tower. That's the second step. But if that is not enough, of course you've got a dwarf factory. So now from barracks you can make dwarves, and they are very strong against goons and buildings. So once you've got, you see that you need more power against buildings and goons with playing against dark troops. Just start producing dwarves from the barracks that are closest. And that's it, guys. Like I said, I will show you my history. The game you see with 8 minutes is something different that I will show you in next episode. It's really fun tactic on castle level 2, but that's for the future. And you can see that usual it's 350, 5 minutes, 420, 530. It's usually something around that because I would say this tactic is more or less all in, because you stop like progress in your own base. You don't go to castle level 2. You don't build heroes, other buildings. And if in this situation, if for example the player is defending well and he has got dark territory troops and he like stop your push, in most cases unfortunately it's GG for you. But if you see that you've got the right conditions to do this strategy and your enemy is not in high elo, yeah, I tell you, you can have some fun. So guys, tell me in comments if you use this strategy, if you want more tips, and please let me know if you used it and if it was fun. Thanks guys, bye.